Stanley Fulham, a retired NORAD officer, has been given further predictions concerning the appearance of extraterrestrial spacecraft, UFOs, over major world cities. In an alleged communication with a group of extraterrestrials, called the Transcenders, he was recently told that extraterrestrial vehicles will first appear in early January 2011, over Moscow, and then 1 week later over London. Fulham's latest set of predictions are noteworthy since he successfully predicted UFOs over New York City on October 13, 2010. Shortly after the UFOs appeared, the FAA Westbury radar facility responsible for 3 major airports in New York City was evacuated for an hour, leading to flight delays and cancellations at LaGuardia, Newark and JFK airports. According to a reliable source, similar radar disruptions occurred at a major Chinese airport in the region of Hangzhou in July 2010 after UFOs appeared, leading once again to flights being delayed and cancelled for an hour. If UFOs do appear over Moscow and or London in early January 2010, any flight disruptions at nearby airports will help confirm whether or not Fulham's predictions are accurate. Fulham's latest prediction was given to him soon after the UFO appearance over New York City on October 13th. This is what Fulham said: "In my last reading with the Transcenders on Tuesday, October 2010, the Transcenders advised me of the following predictions on the Pleiadians UFO displays. A. There will be a major UFO display over Moscow between the end of the first part of January 2011 and the second week of January 2011. B. This display will be followed by a major display over London approximately 7 days later. C. Interventions will then accelerate, not so much over our cities, but dispersed over our continents, with sightings increasing in duration. The intent of these interventions is to increase mankind's acceptance of the alien phenomena, so that hopefully we will be prepared to accept a face-to-face encounter and communicate, perhaps as early as next year, 2011. During the October 13th UFO sighting in New York City, the media was quick to attribute the sighting to party balloons launched from nearby Mount Vernon Elementary School around 1 p.m. This was despite the fact that the UFOs were first sighted in the morning of October 13th and continued throughout the day. Most remarkably, the FAA radar facility was evacuated later in the day due to an apparent gas leak that led to temporary airport closings at LaGuardia, Newark and JFK. The FAA explanation was likely a cover story that attempted to hide any possible link between the temporary radar disruption and the UFO appearance. On July 7, 2010, similar circumstances happened at a major Chinese airport in the Hangzhou region, when a UFO appeared nearby. According to a reliable source, the UFO directly interfered with the airport radar system, closing the airport temporarily, and leading to the rerouting of flights. This is what Neil Gold, from Exopolitics Hong Kong, had to say about his source concerning the Hangzhou UFO incident. A reliable source, which must remain anonymous, has said that the UFO was first noticed by an airline, but prior to being reported, the radar in the control tower suffered temporary failure. If a UFO does appear over Moscow, it will not be the first time in recent history. On December 9, 2009, one day before President Obama was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize, a 1-mile UFO pyramid allegedly hovered over the Kremlin for several hours. The UFO appeared to be related to a mysterious spiral that appeared shortly before over Norwegian skies. According to a confidential source, a Russian submarine had earlier fired missiles at the spiral in order to prevent UFOs, extraterrestrial vehicles, coming through it. If the spiral was in fact some kind of Stargate dimensional portal for extraterrestrial vehicles, then the appearance of the 1-mile wide pyramid UFO over the Kremlin was likely a show of force. to send a strong message to Russian leaders about the folly of firing missiles in the vicinity of extraterrestrial vehicles. If Fulham is correct in his Moscow UFO prediction, it will be interesting to see the response of Russian leaders. Fulham's successful October 13th prediction of UFOs over New York has gained the attention of this writer and many others given the rare success of such predictions. The fact that New York's 3 major metropolitan airports were temporarily closed during the UFO appearance, as happened earlier in the July 7th incident in Hangzhou, China, does suggest a relationship between UFO sightings and radar operations. If UFOs do appear over Moscow and London in early January 2011, one way to confirm that they are extraterrestrial in origin is whether nearby airports in Moscow and London are affected in some way. One thing is certain: Fulham will gain even more global attention if his latest predictions prove to be accurate.